Hi friends, welcome to NareshIT. My name is Nataraj. In this video I am going to talk quite useful discussion of servlets and JSP, that is welcome file configuration. What configuration? Welcome files configuration. First of all, let us try to understand what is welcome file. The first page of the web application that comes automatically when we type the domain name. That comes automatically when we type the domain name or website name or URL, basic URL is called as what? Welcome page or welcome file or home page or main page. I typed gmail.com. I got login page kind of thing. That's the home page of or welcome page of what? Gmail.com. I typed www.yahoo.com. I got first page giving so many hyperlinks and news, some breaking news, that kind of thing. That is what? Home page. I typed tv9.net. First page I got, that is there will be having breaking news, that news, this news. Okay, that is called what? Home page. Why should we go for welcome page, sir? If welcome page is not there, we cannot start our navigation into the website. Welcome page is nothing but first page. In that first page, we will be having hyperlinks to navigate to other pages. Or small forms will be there. We fill up them, we submit them, so that we will be navigated to next page. For example, you take gmail.com. Gmail.com home page gives login page, login form. So we fill up username, password. When you click on submit button, if everything is perfect, we'll get the inbox. So in the inbox page, we do n number of mail operations, sending mail, reading mail, deleting mail, this kind of things. So you take yahoo.com, home page gives some breaking news, current affairs kind of information. So side to that, so many hyperlinks related to so many services. You are interested in horoscope, you click on horoscope hyperlink. From first page you will be getting into horoscope page. There you will do n number of things. Now you want to do mail operation, you click on mail hyperlink, you will get one more page asking username, password. Submit username, password. From there you will get into what? Next page. So main page is entry point for everything. Main page is what? Entry point for everything. So from there only everything starts. Today I am going to talk about how to configure welcome page. How to configure that welcome file. This is what I am going to talk. So that is what? It is first page or main page of the web application. Web application. Point 1, point 2. It is also called home page or main page or entry page of the web application. Entry page of the web application. That's nice, but how to configure? In a Java application, we can configure servlet component or HTML file or JSP file as the welcome file. How to configure it, sir? Suppose I want to configure home.html as the welcome file. Don't think that website contains only welcome page here. So many pages will be there generated by so many web components. But we are going to pick up one component or one file as what? Welcome file. So that when you give request without specifying any resource name, without specifying any component name, without specifying any web component file name, automatically welcome file executes. So that you will get first page or main page, and based on that page we will go to what? Other pages based on the hyperlink it provides, based on the buttons it provides. So in Java web application we can configure servlet component or JSP component or HTML file as welcome file. In fact, multiple files we can configure. Let's do how to do it. In web.xml, under what tag? Under web app tag. We should write this one in what? Under web app tag. How to write? Welcome-file-list. Under this, what we got? Welcome-file. Here you can mention welcome file. I have taken home.html. What .html here? Home.html. Welcome file. So don't think that only one file you can configure here. You can configure multiple files. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Here is welcome file list. Nice. Here let us assume welcome.jsp. Here I got first.jsp. When you configure multiple welcome files, the container or server in which web application is running picks up the welcome file, okay, based on the order of configuration and order of availability. For example, all the three files are available, physically available in the web application. Then it takes home.html as what? Welcome file. It will pick up home.html as welcome file. Remaining two things will be ignored even though they are physically available. Let us assume first one is not there, second one is there, third one is there. Then it will pick up home.jsp, second file, as the welcome file. Let us assume first one and third one are available. Then it will pick up home.html as the welcome file. Now listen my statement. When multiple welcome files are configured, the underlying server or container picks up the welcome file based on what? Order of availability, order of configuration. First priority to order of configuration. So if all, then next priority to order of what? Availability. I repeat, if all three files are there, first file. Second and third files are there, second file. First and third files are there, okay, first file. Okay, let's see this one practically. Already some home.html is there. This is purely for POC. So here I am taking h1 and as usually style because center tag is outdated tag here, don't use. Text -cell and enter. Here I am taking what? Home page 1. Only for POC I am just writing name of the file. What is this? Home.html. What .html? Home.html. That's nice. So file, save as. I am saving with what name here? Home.jsp. Here same thing is there, home.jsp. Here I am taking this one as home page 2. I am taking this one as what? Home page 2. Nice. Next, file, save as. I am taking one more file name as first.jsp. Yeah, JSP also can have HTML code here, no problem. Yeah, 3. Here is what? First.jsp. Listen carefully, though I developed 3 pages as welcome files. If they are not configured in web.xml, nothing will be taken as the what? Welcome file. So what you have to do is go to web.xml. Go to web.xml. In this web.xml, I am going to configure welcome file list. Welcome file list. There, what is this? Welcome-file. Welcome-file. What is this? Home.html. Home.html. Copy this. Copied. Say, paste. Say, paste. Here tell me what is this? Home.jsp. Here what is there? Come on. First.jsp. First.jsp. I saved this. Saved. MyMapp web app. Right click. Run on server. Say next. Say finish. Say finish. See, it is giving priority to what here? Home.html. Why? All the 3 files are physically available. Then priority is given to what? Order of configuration. Next priority to order of availability, but order of configuration is what? Home.html. Got it now? So let us assume I have not configured it. You know, in Eclipse, what is the shortcut key to comment anything? Maybe XML, maybe Java code, maybe property file. Comment symbol is what? Control plus less than 1 slash, backward slash for commenting, forward slash is what? Removing comment. Or you can use control plus shift plus C also. Control plus shift plus C. So now I commented, I have not taken any welcome file. Even though physically there, but I have not configured any welcome file. Done, finish. Say OK. This time you observe, it is not taking any welcome file. It is giving 404 error. And if you specify something, then it will come. But the moment you configure it, now select it, control plus shift plus backward slash. So remove it, removed. So now you run this application one more time. Run on server, say next, say finish, say OK. Yes, it is taking what? First file as the welcome file. Now what I do is, I will make sure that first file is physically not there. I am deleting in front of you people. Yes, delete it. Deleted. Physically it is not there. So let's run this application. So then what I said, if first file is not there and second and third files are there. So what is second file here? Home.jsp. What is this? Home.jsp. So point is, when multiple welcome files are configured, the underlying server or container picks up the welcome file based on what? Order of availability, order of configuration. That's nice. Let me clear one more thing here. If no welcome file is configured, then lot of servers, I cannot say every server, especially Tomcat kind of server, looks to take either index.html or index.jsp as the default welcome file. Okay, if both are there, priority will be given to whom? Index.html. So let me put that word over here. Note 1. What is note 1? If multiple welcome files are configured, then the welcome file will be picked up. Based on the order of configuration and availability. Order of configuration and availability. That's what I proved. Now let me write another statement which I am going to prove. If no welcome files are configured, then the underlying server or container picks up or looks to take index.jsp or index.html as the default welcome file. If both are available, the index.html file gets priority. So shall we see this now? Right. So what I do is, I stopped configuring welcome file, but I am going to place this one what? HTML file. What is this? Index.html. What .html here? Index.html. Generally we write home page content here, but right now it's a POC, proof of concept. I am just writing only one message. What is the message I want to write? Copy it, copied, say paste, pasted, home page 4, only for our comfort, only for our comfort. So what is need of taking multiple home pages? By mistake, if one home page fails, other home page comes, so that end user never feels this website is not functioning properly. By mistake, one file is deleted or corrupted or something happened. So if you configure multiple welcome file as backup welcome file, the moment first configured file is missed, no problem, second file automatically becomes what? Welcome file. Since as an administrator we can notice why first file is not coming, why second file is coming in the place of home page. Then we cross verify and we noticed some damage happened, so we restore the file back. We restore the file back. That gives the advantage. This is the reason why they are allowing us to configure multiple welcome file. But in some server, beautiful option is there. Even though you don't configure any welcome file, it looks to take what? Index.html or index.jsp as a default welcome file. So it's HTML. So what is this? Index.html. File save as. Here is my index.jsp. Here is my index.jsp. Home page 5. Now you observe very carefully. No welcome files are configured. Cool. But we configured what? We are having physically what we are having? Index.html, index.jsp both. According to Tomcat server, it gives priority to whom? Index.html. Let's see. Index.html. It is acting as a default welcome file. Okay, cool. Now I delete index.html. Now I delete index.html. Now you run the application. Now tell me, what is the welcome file it will take here? Index.jsp. This is another point that we have discussed. Default welcome files are physically there. Explicitly configured welcome files also physically there. Then which file will be taken as welcome file? No doubt, when explicitly configured welcome files are there, priority will be given to what? Explicitly configured welcome file. I repeat, if web application contains a default welcome file physically, explicitly configured welcome file physically, so definitely the explicitly configured welcome file will be taken. So let's see that situation now. Control Z. Both default welcome files are there. Physically, explicitly configured welcome files are there. To give the feeling, explicitly configured welcome files are configured. I removed comment, I enabled them. Now tell me, index.html will be taken as welcome file or home.html should be taken as welcome file? Definitely home.html will be taken as what? Welcome file. Because when default welcome files and explicit welcome files are there, priority will be given to whom? Explicitly configured welcome file, no doubt in that. Simple example I will tell here. Int x is equal to x, int x no value 0. But I kept x is equal to 2 later. Now tell me, 2 will be taken, 0 will be taken. Until you assign 2, 0 is the default value. Once you assign 2, so 0 will be overridden with what? 2 or not. Similarly, no welcome file, index.html or JSP. If you configure some welcome file, definitely default welcome file is be configured or not. There also, x is not having any value, 0, because it is integer. That to instance variable. X is having some value. 0 will be overridden with what? This newly assigned value or not? Yes. So let's run. According to our explanation, what should happen here? Home.html should come as what? Welcome file. Home.html should come as what? Welcome file. Yes, coming or not? Right. Okay, now let me raise one more situation. all explicitly configured welcome files are physically not there in what? Web application. Physically not there in web application. That means home1.html not there, home1.jsp not there, first1.jsp they are not there. All the three welcome files are not there in the web application. But web application is having default welcome files, index.html, index.jsp. Tell me, when we run this web application, whether index.html will be taken as what? Welcome file or not. Unfortunately, application runs without welcome file. I will tell the reason why. Simple. You configured some wrong welcome file. Since not there, no welcome file is there. Since not there, do you think default will come? No. Default will come when nothing is configured. You configured something that gone wrong. Gone wrong is your headache. When it gone wrong, it won't take default. When nothing is configured, default. I'll take one small example here. Int x as an instance variable, no value 0. Int x is equal to abc, wrong value. Do you think 0 will be taken? Wrong value means wrong value only, it won't take 0. Wrong value means wrong value, yes or no? Right. Similarly, you configured some explicit welcome files. Somehow they are not available. Not availability is our headache. They are not available, that is what? Our headache. Are you understanding my point here? They are not available, that is what? Our headache. That's why application runs without what? Welcome file. It won't pick up index.html or index.jsp as default welcome file. Default comes into picture when nothing is configured. Look at int x, no value is assigned, 0 is the default. Some value assigned, gone wrong, that is our problem. It won't revert back to 0 as the default value. Let's see. Right click, run on server, say yes, say OK. This application is running without any welcome file. Did you observe this? For example, if I comment it, since no welcome file is configured, application runs with what? Since no welcome file is configured, application runs with what? Default welcome file index.html. I think you got a clarity on it. Yes. So far, if you observe, I have shown how to configure HTML and JSP files as the welcome files. But there is a possibility of configuring servlet as what? Welcome file. So now I am trying to show how to develop servlet as what? Welcome file. Step number 1.1, develop the servlet component. Or if you are having already some existing servlets, you can make those servlets also. But to give the feel, okay, let me develop welcome servlet. What should be the super class of it? HTTP servlet is the best. HTTP servlet is the best. This is the super class. Right. Do get method. What method here? I am preferring to take do get method. Here is my do get. Yeah, you know that while overriding super class method in subclass, it is a strongly recommended to take same modifier or strong modifier. Strong modifier. Okay. So all do triplex methods are protected methods in HTTP servlet class. While overriding in our servlet, it is suggested to take what? Public modifier. Hey, you know all these things. So go for general setting. General settings means what? Set content type. Tell me. Res dot set content type What is this? Text slash HTML. Yeah, here res, nice. Then what is this? I want to get the print writer. What is the coding standard I should follow here? Print writer pw is equal to null. Control plus shift plus O. Res dot get writer. Yeah, I'm just writing one message. Here the message I am writing is h1 mark you tag here. So welcome page, otherwise home page 5. But this is from which servlet? Welcome servlet. At end of h1. Yeah, you know that HTML is not a strictly typed one. Here I am typing mark you tag, semicolon, close stream. What is this? pw dot close. Do get method. Generally, welcome servlet never gets post methodology request. It's always good practice to have a do get method. Control space, do post, replace with public. Here as usually response, and we would like to call what method? Do get of request comma response. Yes. First step, what is this? Configuring servlet component as welcome file. Number 1, develop servlet component. Yes, already we developed. Number 2, configure servlet component in web.xml file. So let's configure this servlet component in web.xml file. Yes, copy this, say paste. What is the logical name? Welcome, my choice name. What is the servlet class name? Welcome servlet. What is the logical name? Welcome. What is the URL pattern? Some choice, my choice. The URL is home URL. What is the URL pattern here? Home URL. Let's configure welcome file here. Let's see. I'm configuring servlet as welcome file. Welcome -file -list. Under this, what is this? Welcome -file. Yeah. No need of slash boss. I can give home URL. Slash is not required. Really, slash is not required. So now I configured first servlet. Then I have to configure number C. Configure servlet component as welcome file. Yeah, that's really nice. So, right boss. Right click on it, run on server. Say next, say finish, say OK. Say finish, say OK. Now it has taken servlet as what? Welcome servlet. Servlet component as what? Welcome file. See, welcome servlet home page file. So this mark you effect we kept in what? Servlet component only. So it has become servlet component as welcome file or not? Yes. Now let me raise one interesting situation. I am taking URL pattern of the servlet as welcome servlet as home.html. What .html? Home dot. Here also I am configuring home.html. Very interesting situation. Observe this. What's the URL pattern? Home.html. Hey, we can take dot. Exact match URL pattern allows this kind of extension words in the URL pattern. Yes. And welcome file is what? Home.html. But the problem is there is another home.html. What is this? Another home.html with the same name. So servlet URL pattern is /home.html. Welcome file is home.html. So priority will be given to what? Let's run this one first. Say next, say finish this. So it's giving priority to whom here? Servlet component. It is giving priority to whom? Servlet component. See, I clearly created the situation. What is the situation? Home.html HTML file is there physical in the web application. We have a welcome servlet whose URL pattern is what? /home.html. So when I configure home.html as welcome file, it is giving priority to whom? Servlet component, not to the HTML file. Once again you see the situation. Here observe. What is the file name? Home.html. In web.xml, what is the URL pattern of welcome servlet? /home.html. Here what I configured as welcome file? Home.html. So if I give request to web application, having home.html file is there, having /home.html, what is there? Servlet component is there. So it will give priority to whom, boss? Servlet component. Right click, run on server, say next, say finish. It's giving priority towards servlet component. Same in the case of what? JSP also. Let's take another situation. Here my welcome servlet URL pattern is home.jsp /home.jsp. Having home.jsp, one more file is there. So let's see who will get the priority. JSP file or servlet component. As I said, priority will be given to whom? Servlet component. Just a minute. Go to web.xml. Yes, here we have not done complete work here. So we have taken servlet URL pattern as what? /home.jsp. But we have not configured same home.jsp as what? Welcome file. So home.jsp is the URL pattern of servlet that is configured as welcome file. Similarly, what is this? Home.jsp is also there in the web application physically. So priority will be given to whom? Servlet component. Forget about previous demonstration because we have demonstrated without configuring completely. It is taking what here? Servlet component as what? Welcome file. Because if clash comes between HTML and servlet component, servlet will get the priority. If clash comes between JSP file name and servlet, servlet gets what? Priority. And here is the practical proof that it is taking what? Servlet component as welcome file. So I hope you benefited with this video. Okay. So if you have any queries, you can send your queries to my email account nataraj@gmail.com. Thank you. Have a nice time.